I told my husband I don't trust him, and now I don't know what to do. Long-time listener and first-time poster here. I apologize in advance, this might be a bit lengthy. My husband and I have been together for 6 years and married for about 8 months. We met when I was in college and he was working full-time. For a long time, he was the primary earner, covering our rent, utilities, and groceries, while I managed the household chores. Fast forward to now, we both have full-time jobs and earn about the same, so we split the bills evenly. Recently, we had a serious conversation about how I still feel like the mental and physical responsibilities of the house fall primarily on me. Even though we agreed things would change when I started contributing more financially, I still find myself planning and cooking most nights, cleaning up after meals, doing laundry, and managing everything else. I've always been open about not wanting our marriage to mirror the traditional dynamic where the wife bears the mental load while the husband only brings an income. I witnessed how damaging that can be in my own family, and I refuse to repeat that cycle. We rarely fight, but our arguments tend to revolve around this issue. I've often broken down in tears, feeling overwhelmed trying to balance work, school, and home responsibilities, yet nothing seems to change. During a recent phone call after work, I asked my husband to pick up a few ingredients for dinner that I had forgotten. We needed ground beef, a can of tomatoes, and milk. When he got to the store, he asked for a reminder, and I mentioned the ingredients. He suggested he could cook since I had made dinner the night before, and I gratefully agreed, mentioning I had a migraine and didn't feel up to it. When he returned home about 30 minutes later, I asked where the tomatoes were, and he admitted he forgot them. I suggested I could go back to the store since we needed them for the sauce, but he insisted he would go. By this time, it was nearly 7 o'clock, and I was really hungry, so I decided to start the pasta myself to avoid a longer wait. When he came back, he seemed confused and said, "I thought I was cooking?" I explained the timing issue and how I needed to eat to take my migraine medicine. His response struck me. "This is the problem. You always ask me to help, but then you do it before I can, or if I do help, you micromanage everything I do. It feels like you don't trust me." That's when I blurted out, "I don't trust you." I clarified that I trust him in the big ways, his honesty, loyalty, and care for me and our pets. But when it comes to the small day-to-day tasks, I feel like I can't rely on him. I pointed out that he forgot a can of tomatoes just 5 minutes after I asked him to grab it. He fell silent for a moment and then asked, "And why did you marry me?" His voice broke my heart, and he left the room in tears. I finished cooking, packed away the food with a note that said, "I'm sorry," and ended up eating a bowl of cereal on the couch, where I slept that night. I realized my delivery was harsh, and I might have gone too far, but how else can I convey that I need him to step up? I'm not asking him to take over everything. I just want to come home to dinner being prepared, or a clean apartment every once in a while. I love him more than anything, but I'm exhausted from this cycle of promises to do better. I'm so tired. End.